I'm the originator of the and founder of the Headhunter name. Mr. Ishii from K1 in Japan, Tokyo, Japan. They started calling me that by the way I used to wear my hair. I had braids that would just hang down from the top. I was bald all the way around here and had braids that would hang down. They started calling me the Headhunter. Pat Taylor tried to say that he was the originator of it. He hadn't even started fighting when I started using the Headhunter. So he was saying something to someone and he's on the computer and we got on there and he's like, well, let's fight and see whoever wins will take the name. I was like, fine. I've been doing a lot of boxing. Let's see what I won 4 MMA fights last year. This year is still new. Yeah, 2006 I won 4 MMA fights. And you probably don't know that I just won a world title against one of Randy's top heavy of 2006 in Boise, Idaho. It's called Extreme Fighting Series number 3, their first title belt. And I fought Brian Strongberg out of Team Quest. Big muscle head. He had me down for four and a half minutes on the ground, trying to really hurt me, and he couldn't. I rolled him. He tied me up. They stood us up, threw a jab at me, moved it, nicked me, moved. I hit him with a right. Then he threw a leg kick, a lazy leg kick. I grabbed his leg. I stepped in and just popped him with a hard one, knocked him on the ground, went down on top of him. He tied this hand up, took his other leg and wrapped around this. I was on my knees, and I reached in between his other arm and this hand that he had tied down, hit him with a punch just like it's a real short, powerful punch. Right. Eyes rolled, head turned over, hit him with like 4 hard shots to the temple, gave him a bleeding concussion, took him like 20 minutes to get him up. I won that title. I was supposed to bring it tonight. Yeah, it's December 15th, just last month, not even a month ago. Oh yeah, and after I won that world title, I challenged Tim Sylvia, Vanderlei Silva, Bob Sapp. His size is what makes him a lot of money right now. Oh yeah, he's about 370, solid muscle. He looks like a big, oversized steroid freak with no fat.
You think that's real? Like that's all real?
Oh, it's not all natural. No. Heck no. He couldn't make it in the professional football world. So.
What do you think of it?
I've never juiced in my whole life. Never. Mine's is all natural. And I ain't even on creatine or no supplements at all right now. None.
Do you think they should do it?
That's why a lot of people fight overseas and in different countries and stuff. But the fights are way more dangerous and everything. As a matter of fact, a lot of American UFC fighters and fighters that fight for Ring of Fire and all them guys won't go to Moscow, Brazil, or Tokyo and fight them rules because the fights are dangerous. They're more dangerous in Moscow and Russia and Brazil than they are in Tokyo, but the rounds are longer in Tokyo. There's stomps. You know, you don't have to be down on the ground. You can walk up and just stomp a fighter. And in Brazil and in Russia, there's headbutts, hair pulling, the fights are, to me, that's the way I like to fight. Only thing you can't do over there is dig in the eye and bite. And a lot of these fighters won't go over there and do that. And they have a lot of tournaments to where you fight more than one fight, and that's what I'm used to. So one tough fight ain't nothing for me. And to me it proves, and I'm not calling these guys pussies or nothing, but it proves a more, stronger, brain-thinking person about themselves, when you go fight one 3-minute 5-round fight instead of going and getting paid some really good money and fighting the best in the world and really dangerous rules where there's 15, 30-minute time limits on the round and then fight another fight and then fight another fight and stuff, But all the Gracies to me are good people. It wasn't scary to me or anything and stuff, but it was different. For him, knowing what he knew and what I didn't know about him and the style, it was good for Royce, yeah. Yeah, and it was good for me too. Because I punished everybody before him and stuff. And Hickson came up to me when we were all in the middle in the finals and it was over and stuff. And he's like, you're one tough son of a bitch, man. I respect you. Our family likes you, blah, 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 blah. Respect them guys. They were so cool to me. His whole family was cool, man. Me and Royce, got real close and everything. And I became to know them and stuff, I wish I would knew now what I knew then. I would like to rematch Royce. That's why I fight boxing, Thai boxing, and MMA. It shows that I'm well-rounded as far as I strike very well. My leg kicks and my kicks and knees are excellent and stand up, and they're excellent in MMA.
What do you think
Well, the UFC wants me back now. They just Joe Silva called me. Yeah, well, he had already told us, but he called me and asked me when that video was going to be done because they were trying to get me on the next show against, I think he said Frank Mir. Yeah, because me and Frank Mir were supposed to fight in their 10th year anniversary. They already called me. They wanting the video footage and stuff to see how the fight was and stuff. And he was going to try to get me on the next card if they got done with the video.
So who are you after right now? Are you after anybody?
Anybody in the top, that's in the top.
UFC only?
Nope, anywhere.
Would you go
Pride,
Pride?
yes.
Who do you want
To fight Randleman.
to give Liddell?
Randleman's a good friend too. I'd like to fight Randleman, yeah. And stuff. I ain't gonna say Mark Coleman because Coleman's like, me and him's like really, really cool.
Yeah.
And stuff. I respect Coleman and stuff, yeah. Mark Kerr, me and him's buddies. This industry here is taking off, man. It's taking off. It's gonna surpass boxing, everything. This here is gonna be this is the biggest stuff going on. Even the little shows and everything, they're all full. And yeah, this is cool.
Today's the day I become